It may be easy to draw a caricature of a quack, a cross between the chamois pitchman and an alchemist, but they're really not so easy to spot. Modern-day quack often cherry-pick science and does what suits them, a semantic backdrop to fool unsuspecting consumers. Quack may dazzle people with fanciful research studies or scare them with intimidating warning before trying to pay a DDL product that make unreasonable promise. And those who use the alternative, unproven product may forego treatment that would be more likely to help them. In short, quackery is dangerous. It promote fear, devalue legitimate science and can destroy life. Here are the 4 biggest quack giving dubious advice in the media and some sample of their detrimental advice. 1. Dr. Joseph Mercola. Mercola is not a strict medical doctor, but an osteopath who practiced in suburban Chicago. According to Chicago Magazine, he gave up his practice in 2006 to focus on internet marketing. Mercola has also written several books on health that have become bestsellers. Mercola operates one of the Internet's largest and most trafficked health and consumer information sites. With an estimated 15.5 million unique monthly visitors, Mercola.com, Dwarf consumerreports.org and dealcentral.com. The site vigorously promotes and sells dietary supplements, many of which bear Dr. Mercola's name. A typical article on Mercola's site to the wonders of yet another miracle cure or supplement. Some recent articles include 13 amazing health benefits of Himalayan crystal salt, and your flu shot contain a dangerous neurotoxin. His site has also touted vitamin D, the silver bullet for cancer. Many of Mercola's musings clash, sometimes bitterly, with conventional medical wisdom. Mercola advises against immunization, water fluoridation, mammography, and the routine administration of vitamin K shot for newborn. The medical community says Mercola is dangerous, and that steers patients away from proven medical treatment in favor of unproven therapy and supplement. The information is putting out to the public is extremely misleading and potentially very dangerous, says Dr. Stephen Barrett, who runs the medical watchdog site quackwatch.org. He exaggerates the risk and potential danger of legitimate science-based medical care, and they promote a lot of unsubstantiated ideas and sells certain products with claims that are misleading. Mercola has been the subject of a number of Food and Drug Administration warning letters about its activities, including marketing products that providing exceptional countermeasures against cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and a host of other illnesses. He also has marketed coconut oil to treat heart disease, Crohn's disease, and irritable bowel syndrome. Mercola.com also sold an infrared camera to be used as a cancer screening tool. Some of Dr. Mercola's wildest claims include, HIV may not be the cause of AIDS. Mercola believes that the manifestation of AIDS, including opportunistic infection and death, could result from psychological stress brought on by the belief that HIV is harmful. Mercola.com has also featured positive presentation of the claim of AIDS others who deny the existence of AIDS or the role HIV has in the disease. Mercola HASSAID that microwave oven semi-dangerous radiation and that microwaving food alters its chemistry. Commercial sunscreens increase the likelihood of skin cancer, instead of protecting from it. Of course, sell this own natural sunscreens on its website. 2. The Health Ranger, Mike Adams. Adams runs a website called Natural News that is dedicated to supporting alternative medicine technique and various conspiracy theories about chemtrail, the link between vaccination and autism, and the danger of fluoridated drinking water. Dr. Mercola is a frequent guest blogger on his site. Natural News, which géant estimated 7 million unique visitors a month, primarily promote alternative medicine, raw foods, and holistic nutrition. Adams Klein began the site after curing himself of type 2 diabetes by using natural remedies. Adams seems to revealing going against the grain. I like to tell readers on his website that if they just exercise, eat the right foods and take the right supplement, he markets supplement on his site, infectious disease cannot harm them. Like Mercola, ils en AIDS de nihilist, and Klein flu vaccine are totally ineffective. Dr. David Gorski of the science-based medicine website calls Natural News a one-stop shop, a repository if you will, of virtually every quackery known to humankind, all slathered with a helping of unrelenting hostility to science-based medicine and science in general. Adams also considers himself a scientific researcher, but some of his claims are dubious. EHAS even bought himself a mass spectrometer which he used to test various products for toxicity. He recently used this device to show that a flu vaccine containing thiomersal registered 51 par per million of mercury. But that's not the news in his finding. Adams went on to insist that his critics must be brain damaged, or perhaps brainwashed, by mercury. The only people who argue with this are those who are already mercury poisoned and thus incapable of rational thought. Mercury damage brain function, you see, which is exactly what caused some people to be tricked into thinking vaccines are safe and effective. Science-based medicine blogger Dr. Steven Novella describe Adams, cita, a cranked medicine that promote every sort of medical nonsense imaginable. If it is unscientific, anti-scientific, conspiracy mongering, or downright silly, Mike Adams appears to be all for it. Whatever sells the natural product on his site. What makes Adams unique is that he like to mix ferrite vitriol and conspiracy theories. Here's some more quackery from Adams and Natural News. Guns don't kill people, medication do. Adam Lanza and Elliot Rodger committed their horrific mass murders because of the medication they were taking. A cold fusion device has been invented and will be a game changer for energy. It wasn't. Americans are constantly bombarded by lead coming from airplane chemtrail. Actually, lead levels in blood have been falling for years. Bill Gates and Microsoft are in the process of developing weaponized, ethnically targeted influenza viruses as part of a sinister eugenics plot. 3. The food babe, Vaniari. She doesn't have a degree in nutrition, chemistry or medicine, and her work background is a management consultant. Yet without any serious credentials, Harry, the food babe, bill herself a voice of consumer protection on the internet. In just a few years, she's assembled an army of followers who have joined her on her quest to get hard to pronounce ingredients banned from foods. Harry's acolyte Sierra Mo Quaking reporté, saving us from nefarious chemicals, GMOs and une appetizing ingredient like beaver anus, yoga mat and fish bladder. The public and the media lover, a food safety campaign by the food babe can get thousands of signatures, countless media mentions and guest appearances on television shows such as Dr. Oz and the Doctors, but Harry is really more of a fearmonger and conspiracy theorist than a safe food advocate. Her campaign are born of misinformation and anxiety. Recently, she published a petition on her website demanding that the top beer companies come clean about the ingredients in their beer, citing a long list of creepy, chemical-sounding ingredients that are allowed in beer. She implied that the industry was flying under the radar and obscuring the additive it puts in its product. It turned out that the beer companies were actually using very few of the ingredients on their list, and some were only used in the production process and were not part of the finished product. When we looked further into it, we found that many of the nefarious ingredients and techniques she described were either misrepresented or entirely misunderstood by her. However, at Harry's request, the top 2 breweries in the U.S. acquiesced and listed their ingredients on their website, and none of the ingredients would come a real shock to beer drinkers. Still, Harry continued to insist that GMO corn and other bad ingredients were integral ingredients in beer. In response to critics who say Harry is not qualified to make an hard judgment on food ingredients, Harry says, "I don't think you need to have those degrees to be intellectually honest, to be able to research, to be able to present ideas, Dr. David Gorski, a cancer surgeon who writes for the website Science-Based Medicine, takes offense to Harry's food campaign. Her strategy is very transparent, but unfortunately it's also very effective," wrote Gorski. Name a bunch of chemicals and count on the chemical illiteracy of your audience to result in fear at hearing their very names. Gorski says since companies live and die by public perception, it's far easier to give a blackmailer like Harry what she wants and to try to resist or to counter her propaganda by educating the public. Some of Harry's more specious ideas about food are, microwave kill food and remove its nutrients. Also, microwave change the chemical properties of water. She persists with this theory although it has been persistently debunked by science. Water, when exposed to the words Hitler and Satan, changes its physical properties. Flu shot contain a bunch of toxic chemicals and additives that lead to several types of cancer and Alzheimer's sick disease over time. Actually, flu shots are made up mostly of proteins and preservatives that give no indication of being harmful, despite plenty of medical research. Harry has not provided any scientific evidence to back her claims of yet. 4. Dr. Mementos. What do Harry, Dr. Joseph Mercola and Mike Adams have in common? They're all guest experts appearing on the Dr. Oz show. Droz is a media darling and cardiothoracic surgeon who first appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 2004. In 2009, Oprah produced Ozzy's namesake show focusing on medical issues and personal health. But before we label Oza quack, it's only fair that we also should note this a professor at the Department of Surgery at Columbia University, direct the Cardiovascular Institute and Complementary Medicine Program at New York Presbyterian Hospital, has also read more than 400 medical research papers and holds several patents. But unless you've been living under a rock for the last month, you probably know Dr. Ozasha has been exposed a daytime television snake oil peddler, while being shamed during testimony before a U.S. Senate subcommittee last month. Sen. Claire McCaskill, the chairwoman of the Senate Subcommittee on Consumer Protection, to cause to task over false claims made for over-the-counter weight loss cure. For example, Oz proclaims that worthless supplements such as green coffee beans have miracle properties. The Missouri senator made it clear that she thinks Oz abuses great influence. Product endorse on his show are almost guaranteed to fly off the shelf. People want to believe they can take an itty-bitty pill to push fat out of their body, McCaskill chided the celebrity doctor. I know you know how much power you have, Oz acknowledged to the subcommittee that while there's no such thing as miracle supplement, and many too wouldn't pass scientific muster, he insisted he was comfortable recommending them to his fan. My job is to be a cheerleader for the audience, Oz says. And when they don't think they have hope, when they don't think they can make it happen, he wants to look and he don't look everywhere, including alternative healing tradition, for any evidence that might be supportive to them, a McCaskill then pointed out. Oz was giving people false hope. Isn't that what quack do? Oz often uses show as a soapbox for the like of Harry, Mercola and Adams. And when they're gay on his show, they're handled with kid gloves. Oz even describe Adams as an activist researcher, a whistleblower and a food safety activist. Viewers then open their wallet to Adams, who is there to promote his website. A similar scenario plays out when Mercola, a frequent guest, joins Oz. Harry, for her part, does not market miracle product on her site. She does, however, seem to make money from affiliate advertising. Oz's great thing is that he uses show to promote all types of modern shamanism. Critics say he and it mystifying that a medical doctor would often promote people on his show who are anathema to science. It's Ozzy's instant access to millions and this medical details and peer-reviewed research papers that have given him credibility, but critics say a lot of it when he promotes gay who explicitly reject the ton of reason. So, can Oz still be considered a serious scientist? Unlike the other three quack mentioned in this article, Oz is more a ringmaster than a snake oil salesman. However, is not without his list of dubious stance. In November 2012, Dr. Oz invited Julie Hamilton, a representative of the National Association for Research and Therapy of Homosexuality, who claimed that she could heal homosexuality with gay reparative therapy. Although the show did include gay who condemned reparative therapy, Dr. was never weighed on the subject, and the audience was led to believe that there were valid arguments on both sides of this issue. His proclamation on Oprasat resveratrol is an effective anti-aging supplement sparked a resveratrol marketing craze. Numerous fly-by-night online peddlers USA